Carlbo Tennis.
Hi, tennis coach Robert here with carlbotennis.com. Today we're going to talk a little bit more about the follow-through. We're going to do this right after we've talked about the punch. And you can look at that video to make sure that you saw the punch where I was hitting David. But just as a quick review, and the part that I really want to focus on is once you hit the punch, you want to continue and keep going. So we don't want to go ahead and stop and then continue. So what I generally see happen, and the reason I want to talk to you about this video is that on the follow-through, I see sometimes a situation where a situation that could cause some injury. Okay, so what happened is the player comes and they're getting ready to hit the ball. At contact point, they slow down. Okay, so whenever I slow down on something, I tense my muscles. Okay, and I slow things down. I think I'm actually hitting the ball harder, but I actually am doing it much softer because I'm slowing down the process. So we tense up, okay, to try to hit the ball. And then what happens is students will hear that they have to follow through. So I tense up after the ball is gone. Then I quickly get back up here. So I come, I tense up, and then I quickly go up. So what happened is I put this incredible stress on my arm and my shoulder and my forearm and elbow, and then I quickly come up. A lot of times we do this business where we just come straight up instead of going through it, okay? So we get here, we tense, and then we come through. So that would be as if I were punching someone, I go ahead and I come really slowly, okay? And I'm not really getting that pushing effect, punching effect to get them out of the way. And I come here slowly, and after I've hit the person, I put additional force. They're out of the way. They're off to the side ever so slightly. Then I do this. That's going to be very ineffective, okay? What I want to do is I want to just have one continuous flow all the way through. So I go all the way through instead of slowing down, not really getting too much force on contact, and then pushing through at the end. So I'm going to go ahead and hit a couple of balls. So ball comes, slow down, and then through. We find this ball coming, and we slow down, and then we go through. Okay, instead of just going right through the shot, all the way through. So we want to make sure that when we're hitting this ball, we are going all the way through without stopping. So we don't want to go ahead and get here, and I see this, stop and up, because that creates that stress on the elbow. So stop and up. What we want to do again is to make sure that we go all the way through, one motion, okay? One continuous motion with that punch. So one continuous motion. If I were doing it with my hand, I would come and I'll hit the ball and I'll go right through without stopping. If I do the other way, I stop and then I come up. You see, as you can see from that example, the ball doesn't go very far. Stop and then continue up, because I'm trying to find that contact point, okay? And I'm off with my feet, and now I'm not able to go all the way through. But either way, I want to make that contact point and go all the way through without stopping. The longer my follow-through is, the more I'm going to hit the ball with power. I can hit here and stop. I won't get too much power. But if I'm relaxed and I make my follow-through go all the way around, sometimes you'll see players like Novak Djokovic and Federer, they really rotate all the way through. And that will also prevent the injury from happening, because what happened is I'm allowing the racket to go back all the way without stopping here prematurely and stressing, because every time I come forward here, I stop, putting stress on the arm and not creating the power that I want. So the more relaxed I am, the more I can go ahead and just hit and follow all the way through. So we go here, relax, and all the way through. And without much effort, I'm able to achieve two things from a tactical point, which is I'm able to get the ball in the court, and I'm also able to get some depth without really putting too much stress on it. So I'm hitting these balls deep. Sorry, I missed that one. I'm hitting the ball deeply, and I'm able to hit the ball with accuracy without using too much stress on my arm. So in conclusion, I just want you to make sure that when you're hitting the tennis ball, or punching. We want to go ahead and have that continuous flow. The follow through is actually more important, okay? And when we have contact, it's always is this feeling, and I definitely do understand it, that when you have that contact and you feel the contact and the ball, we want to slow down. We want to stop. It's almost like, you know, I don't want you, you know, you're in an accident and you're hitting something, and as soon as you hit it, you try to stop, or before you see the accident coming, you slow the car down. But in this situation, you actually want to just keep the speed going right through so that you have more of an impact, okay? I hope that never happens, but I hope that analogy in some ways gives you some idea, because we want to go ahead, and I have this force coming. I don't want to slow it down. I want to keep going, and then I want to go as long as possible. So the longer the follow through is, the more power I'm going to get. And it was going to put less stress on my shoulder, my forearm, and my wrist, because we don't want to add any of this fast extra movement. I hope this video was helpful to you. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe. I thank you greatly for paying attention and watching these videos. And please subscribe. It really helps us out a lot here. Thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.
For more information on Carlbo Tennis, visit www.carlbotennis.com. If you wish to email Coach Robert, please do so at robert@carlbotennis.com, or visit his Facebook page at www.facebook.com/Carlbo Tennis. Tennis for the people.